Good morning, dear students. Today's date is 26th June 2020, day Friday. Today, we are going to solve the exercise of verbs in our textbook of grammar, page number 54. I hope you all are ready with your books. Let's read the sentence. Read these sentences. She eats bananas for breakfast. Anna is a professional dancer. John has a knack for cooking. The baby falls when she tries to walk. Eats, is, has, falls, and tries are the words which are verbs. Verbs are action words that tells us what a person or thing does, what a person or thing is, or what a person or thing has. Exercise 1. Complete these sentences with the verbs given below. Know, encouraged, waited, found, am traveling, was, had, are building, was sleeping, writes. Now A. I am traveling to Canada next year. B. It was very cold yesterday. C. I know the answer to all the questions. D. We waited for you for more than an hour. E. I had a fight with my best friend today. F. Dad and I are building a tent in our backyard. G. We finally found the ball in the garden. H. The coach encouraged the players to work harder. Now, I. My mother writes poems in her spare time. J. The Johnny was sleeping when the guests arrived. Object of a verb. Some verbs have an object. Read this sentence. Father is reading the newspaper. In this sentence, is reading is the verb, and newspaper is the object of the verb. The newspaper receives the action that is being performed by the subject father. The object of a verb is the person or thing affected by the action of the verb. Examples: the boy climbed a tree. The fielder threw the ball. Underline verbs and circle the objects in these sentences. One has been done for you. Let's see, we have to underline the verb and circle the object. A. We have finished our dinner. Finished verb, dinner object. B. The cat is sleeping on my pillow. Is sleeping verb, pillow object. C. She broke my new toy. New toy object, broke verb. D. The dog licked my face. Licked verb, face object. E. The mouse stole some cheese. Stole verb, cheese object. F. John zipped up his jacket. Zipped verb, jacket object. G. The children played football in the mud. Played verb, football object. Direct and indirect object. Some verbs have two objects. Read these sentences. Mother bought Ria a computer. Okay. Now let's see the next one. In this sentence, the verb is bought. The thing that receives the action directly is computer. So it is the direct object of the verb. However, there is another object in this sentence, Ria. The computer was bought for Ria. So Ria is the indirect object of the verb. Examples: subject, verb, indirect object, direct object. My friend wrote me a letter. My friend, subject, verb, wrote, me, indirect object, direct object, letter. Next sentence, the boy gave the teacher flowers. Now question 3, underline the two objects in these sentences. Write D for direct and I for indirect objects. One has been done for you. A. I gifted this pen to my mother. Pen, direct object, mother, indirect object. B. Peter showed the pictures to his friends. D. Pictures direct object, friends indirect object. C. Can you lend me some money? Me indirect object, money direct object. D. Tom asked the teacher a question. Teacher indirect object, a question direct object. E. A kind man showed us the way. Us indirect object, the way direct object. F. Grandmother sent me a postcard from France. Me indirect object, postcard direct object. Now rewrite these sentences by adding an indirect object. One has been done for you. A. She sent an email. She sent her cousin an email. B. Uncle Sam told a funny story. Uncle Sam told a funny story to all of us. Mrs. Sen teaches maths. Mrs. Sen teaches maths to my brother. Now let's see. D. Please pass that pencil. So, please pass that pencil to Nisha. He cooked a delicious meal. He cooked a delicious meal for dinner. F. Mark showed the ticket at the entrance. Mark showed the ticket at the entrance to the receptionist. Transitive and intransitive verbs. Read these sentences. Mother is washing the car. The principal is speaking at the hall. In the first sentence, is washing is the verb and car is the object of the verb. In the second sentence, is speaking is the verb. However, there is no person or thing receiving the action of the verb. Verbs that have an object are called transitive verbs. Some verbs do not have an object. Such verbs are called intransitive verbs. Explain examples of transitive verbs. I lost my backpack. My mother gave me some advice. Examples of intransitive verbs. The ship sank suddenly. They are skating in the rink. Question 5. Write T if the underlined verb is transitive and I if it is intransitive. Write the objects of the transitive verbs as well. A. The birds are flying in the sky. Intransitive. B. The hunter caught a deer. Transitive. Deer. The children sang a song. Transitive. Song. D. She walked on the beach. Intransitive. E. He told a lie. Transitive. Lie. F. Tony hit him with a bat. T. Transitive. Bat. G. The kids go to the park on weekends. Intransitive. H. My brother and I often play chess. Transitive. Chess. Read these sentences. Close your eyes. Transitive. The shop closed at 9 p.m. Intransitive. Now, the verb in both the sentences is the same. However, in the first sentence, close is a transitive verb. Object of the verb is eyes. In the second sentence, close is an intransitive verb. It has no object. Transitive verbs are followed by words that answer who or what. Intransitive verbs may be followed by words that answer when, where, how, or why. Now, question 6. Read these pairs of sentences. Write which sentence uses the verb as transitive T and which sentence uses it as intransitive I. One has been done for you. A. My mom runs a business. Transitive. My mother runs in the park every day. Intransitive. B. He cannot read and write. Intransitive. The students were asked to write their names. Transitive. C. She bakes very well. Intransitive. Sarah baked a chocolate cake. Transitive. D. I eat cornflakes for breakfast. Transitive. I eat at 8 every morning. Intransitive. Now let's see the next part. Anna speaks English. Transitive. Anna speaks fast. Intransitive. Incomplete verbs and complements. Read these sentences. The ship sank. The baby cried. These sentences have a subject and a verb. They make complete sense. Now read these phrases. The teacher called Tabby is. These phrases have a subject and a verb too. Yet they are incomplete sentences. Some verbs are required. Some verbs require a word or a group of words to help them make sense. Such verbs are called incomplete verbs. Let's add some words to the phrases above. The teacher called the student. Tabby is my pet cat. The words that are added to incomplete verbs to form complete sentences are called complements. In the above sentences, called the student and is my pet dog are the complements. 7. Add complements to make complete sentences. A. John wished me luck. B. The earth is the third planet from the sun. Daisy was ill last night. D. The cat looked out the window. E. The committee announced the date of the elections. Now, we have seen in this chapter, we have seen incomplete verbs, complements, transitive and intransitive verbs, then direct and indirect object, object of a verb and verb. I hope you understood, and I will share one PDF file along with reference video. It will help you to complete the exercise of the chapter 9 and to understand more about the verbs. So, what is your today's homework? Today you have to complete all the exercises of chapter 9 at home. Thank you.